Hey guys, I'm Lynnie with Sunflower Spirit Tarot, and I'm here with a love reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or any other significant placements. This is going to be a he said, she said reading, which means I'm going to be asking 4 questions. The first question is, how do you see, perceive, or think about your person? The second question is going to be, how do you feel about this person, or what feelings do they inspire within you? The third question is going to be, what are your desires or your intentions for this connection? And the fourth question is, what are the next steps that you're going to take in regards to this connection? What's the next move that you're going to make in regards to this person? This deck is going to represent your voice collective, and this deck is going to represent the voice of your person. You can switch the energies if it feels appropriate to do so, because energy is fluid. And then I'll be wrapping up the reading with an In the Shadows Oracle card or a Hidden Truth Oracle card. All right, let's get started here. This is your voice, Cancer. Let's get started. All right, the first question is, how does Cancer see or perceive or think about the person? We got the Ace of Cups and the Devil, the person on their mind romantically. How do they feel about this person? We got the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. All right. And I will be showing you all of these cards, and I will be talking about all of this more in depth. I'm just going to pull all of the cards first from both sides. What are Cancer's desires or intentions for this connection? What do they want out of this connection? We got the High Priestess, the Six of Swords, and the Three of Swords. What is Cancer's next move in regards to this person or this connection? What is their next move? We have the Two of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups. That's the hidden energy there. All right, now this deck is going to represent the voice of your person. And once again, if you align more with one side than the other, feel free to switch it if it's appropriate. All right, so the first question is, how does this person see, perceive, or think about Cancer? We have the Star, the Devil. Whoa. Wow, you both got the Devil and how you see or think about this person. And the Page of Wands. You know, I've never seen that before. That's very interesting. Okay, how does this person feel about Cancer? That is so interesting. How does this person feel about Cancer? What feelings does Cancer inspire within this person? We have the World, and we have the Queen of Swords. All right, what are this person's desires and intentions when it comes to this connection? We have the Empress and the King of Cups. And what are the next moves this person is going to make towards Cancer or in regards to this connection? What's this person's next move? What are their next steps? We have the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups with the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You know, Cancer, this is an incredibly interesting reading. I've never seen the Devil come out on both sides in the same position for that kind of a question, but the spread is overall very positive. Okay, so, you know, all right. All right, so how do you see, think about, or perceive this person? We have the Ace of Cups and we have the Devil. What I would say is that this person is a little bit of an addiction for you. You're quite obsessed with this person, or you obsess over them, or them loving you, or you guys falling in love, or something like that. This person might also be taboo. One or both of you might actually be in a different relationship. This might be a third-party situation that you're inquiring about or wondering about. There could also be some level of like inappropriateness to this connection, because you understand, like, maybe there's something about your connection. It feels very strong. It feels like a pull. It feels very addictive or obsessive in some way. Or it could also be like they represent something for you that maybe feels wrong or taboo or inappropriate in some sense. Whatever that means to you, right? I don't want to give any specific examples because I'm not here to judge anybody, but maybe they're into the same things that you're into when it comes to certain activities. I'm not sure. It's also possible that this is a karmic connection for you, and that's why you feel so strongly about them. Maybe you feel like you can't get away from them, you can't stop thinking about them. No matter what you do, you're never going to be able to let them go, or something like that. All right. So, how do you feel about this person? We got the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. You want to offer them something, or you want them to offer you something. It depends on whether or not you're in the feminine energy. Okay. I feel like there's an apology or some sort of gift or some sort of offer that needs to be made, potentially even an offer of like a higher level of commitment, or like asking someone out on a date, something tangible. This isn't an offer. This isn't an offer like, oh, here's my number type thing. This is something that's like taking things to the next step, or also feeling as though like it's time for this person to invest in you in a real way. Also, something I want you guys to note here, the Page of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles, it almost seems like the person who is in the masculine energy, you feel like they might be inadequate, or they might be lesser than you in some way. Maybe they're not as financially secure or stable. Maybe their career isn't as successful or established. In some sort of material or physical way, this person has less than you do. And you could also feel like that might be a barrier between actually committing to this person or not committing to this person. So then we have, in your desires and your intentions, we have the High Priestess with the Six of Swords and the Three of Swords. This tells me that there's something that needs to be explained or clarified or confirmed in order for you to move forward. And this, honestly, I'm not even playing. This looks like to me like you need to know how this person feels about you, so then you can go forward and end things with somebody else. That's honestly what it looks like to me, because I feel like you want to invest in this relationship. And that's why I feel like there's something so taboo about it, or something so like not appropriate about it. I do feel strongly that this could really be a third party situation in which you're the one stepping out of your relationship. Now, I'm not here to judge. I don't know why you feel comfortable doing that. I don't know what your character or your morals are. I'm not here to tell you that you're wrong. All I'm here to do is read this energy. And to me, it looks like you want to keep this a secret until you are able to disconnect from something or someone else, right? Now, does it have to be a third party situation in the way that one of or both of you is cheating on somebody? Not necessarily. Like, what if this is a situation where the person that you want to talk to is somewhat off limits? Let's say this person is like your best friend's ex. It doesn't have to be that, but there's some level of this being taboo, right? And I just feel like whoever is the link between you guys, or if there's some sort of barrier between you guys, if you guys work together and it's against the rules to be in romantic relationships with your colleagues or your coworkers, there's something here that's going to be like confronted or dissolved as a result of this becoming like coming out in the open, or you guys revealing your feelings for each other. It's almost like you need to know that this person feels just as strongly for you as you do about them, in order for you guys to move forward and for you guys to disconnect or dissolve or whatever you need to do with whatever is in between you guys. That's sort of making this feel a little bit naughty. Okay. Now, your next steps, or what, like how you want to move forward in this connection, you want to invest. You want to invest in this connection. You want to invest in this person. You want to invest in this relationship. You want to take your time. You feel like this relationship can go the distance. It may be early days. You may have known this person for a while. I'm not sure, but you guys weren't connected in a romantic way. I just feel like you think that this is going to be a long-term connection that you actually want to be in and be a part of. Okay. Now we're going to read your person. The energy, I will say, is quite similar in a sense. So we have the Star, the Devil, and the Page of Wands for how they see, think about, or perceive you. What this tells me is that they think you're a lot of fun. You're a little naughty. They might also think that you are a liar. Okay, they might, in some capacity, they think that you're a liar, or you exaggerate, or like you're dramatic, or you like to stretch the truth. Something like that. I think they get a kick out of it, though. I think they kind of understand that you don't necessarily play by the rules, nor do you want to. They also see you as like some sort of blessing or some sort of like angel in disguise. I know it sounds crazy with the devil being here, but it's almost like you're a dark angel. I don't know. I don't know if you bring some sort of energy into their life that feels a little bit more chaotic, a little bit darker, a little bit more sexual or sensual or something like that. You do something for this person that other people just don't do, which makes them perceive you as a little bit naughty. They might also be obsessed with you because they might think that with you their dreams are coming true. They might spend a lot of time thinking about your future or trying to like or fantasizing about what they might do to you and things like that. This feels very, very like, you know, you know but there's some sort of like darkness or some sort of dark feminine energy that you bring into this person's life that I think they really, really get a kick out of. They really enjoy. If they're used to dating very vanilla people, you bring out a side of this person that like is like their dark side, or you operate in a way that makes them feel like they now have permission to indulge that dark side a little bit. um don't be breaking no laws. Don't be hurting nobody. Other than that, do your thing. Enjoy each other. Do your thing. That's how they see you. And this is how they feel about you, the World and the Queen of Swords. I think that they're waiting for you to end something. I'm not even joking. They're waiting for you to put an end to something. They're waiting for you to wrap something up. They're waiting for you to make things clear to them that you do have feelings for them or you do want to move forward with them. This is how they feel. They feel like you need to be the one who says it. And that's why I feel like the feminine energy here is the one who's breaking some sort of a rule, going behind somebody's back, maybe lying, deceiving, manipulating, or cheating on somebody to get closer to this person over here. Whatever reason that other relationship is dead, whatever reason that situation that you're trying to get out of is not as good for you as you feel like this person might be. That's your business. But with the Queen of Swords and the World card, somebody is waiting for somebody to make things absolutely abundantly clear, put an end to something so that something else can begin. Okay, this person's desires or intentions for this connection, the Empress and the King of Cups. I would say wrap it up if y'all aren't trying to have kids, because the Empress is the divine mother. Also, the Empress is pregnant in this card. So you guys might be getting it in quite a bit. I would say if you don't want to conceive a child, you should probably wrap it up, take precautions, be safe. But I will say with this King of Cups here, this person just wants to pour all of their love onto you. They feel like there's nobody on this earth more deserving of their love than you are. I don't know what kind of twisted thing y'all got going on, but you bring some sort of emotionality out of them. You make them feel very secure and confident in what they're experiencing emotionally. Like they have a desire to totally open up to you, to totally be vulnerable with you, but not in a way that's like sappy or like crybaby. It's like very strong masculine emotion. They just want to love you out loud, very strongly and very, very passionately. There's a lot of sensuality on their side. That's kind of the thing that's really sticking out to me. I feel like there's so much sensual energy over here. You ignite something in this person that they're not used to dealing with, and they're just too turned on to turn off. It may even be against this person's moral or against their character or even their sense of integrity to even be with somebody who might be in your position or might be like you or might be doing what you're doing, right? If you're doing something naughty, to meet with them or spend time with them or hang out with them or interact with them, right? But at the same time, this person is like not scared of that. In fact, they feel as though like this is what they've been waiting for somebody to ignite that spark within them the way that you do. Okay. We also have the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. What I will say is this is their next steps. This is how they're going to move forward in this relationship. They fantasize about this relationship a lot. They're just not certain if you guys are going to be able to have a happy family. Because I feel like there's something alternative about you that really speaks to the alternative nature within them, whatever alternative means to you guys, right? But there's a part of them that still wants a quote unquote normal, happy family. And I will say that they're not sure if they can get that with you. I don't see them really taking any steps towards you. I see them kind of waiting on you to make the final move or to make the first move, really to become official or to connect it to each other in some way or to commit to each other in a significant way. What I will do is pull some oracle cards here from the Hidden Truth Oracle deck. From your person. I want this to be the voice of their person. What does this person want Cancer to know or be aware of in regards to how they feel about Cancer at this moment? It says, we both know I am not the one for you. They do have doubts that you guys are actually compatible. And that's exactly what I was saying. They do have doubts that you guys are actually compatible in a way. Oh, I am so attracted to you. I will wait for a sign from you. I wish that I could share my good news with you. I cannot stop thinking about you. They're obsessed. They're literally obsessed with you in the best way. Okay, I'm going to show you all these cards too, so y'all know I'm just not making it up and just saying a bunch of random words over here. This energy tells me that they feel in some ways you guys are totally incompatible. Once again, their ideas of integrity, morality, their sense of character might even be called into question just by dealing with you, indulging you, participating in certain things with you, having certain experiences with you. If you really want to be with this person, I would just recommend that you be patient with them, because that's a lot to do, right? That's a lot to change within you. The way you grew up, the beliefs that you had instilled in you, your moral compass is now, this person's moral compass is now being recalibrated as a result of even being in connection with you, as a result of knowing you, as a result of loving you and wanting to love you. So you have to be patient with this person. And once again, there's still some sense of like wanting to be traditional. And I don't think that they feel like you would embrace that side. Like maybe you're not monogamous. Okay. Maybe you're not somebody who ever wants to get married and they feel very strongly about marriage. And maybe you're not somebody who ever wants to have kids, or maybe you have kids and you don't want any more and they want that, right? There's some sort of incompatibility here in the way that you guys see the world and what you want out of it going forward. All I can tell you right now is that you feel strongly that this is a relationship worth investing in, that you guys can go the distance. Communicate that with this person, okay? Communicate the ways, and if you want this person, communicate the ways in which you see you guys growing together or being together for the long run. I would just say that this person does have doubts if they can be in a long-term sustainable relationship with you, because they do feel like you guys are so different. You might have this very, very specific thing in common, right? That may seem taboo for other people or inappropriate or somehow naughty for other people. Y'all may have that in common, but for them, they're just worried that they won't get what they envision for themselves if they partner with you long term, because there's some sort of perceived incompatibility with what you guys both want out of a relationship. So just have conversations, you know what I'm saying? Talk about what you really, really want at the end of the day. And if you're just incompatible, then you're incompatible, but you guys are both very much obsessed with each other, addicted to each other almost. And the only thing I would say is that once this becomes an official thing, just be worried about this person's feelings wavering, because now the fantasy or the taboo aspect is gone. If you are stepping out on somebody, if you are going behind somebody else's back, if there is some sort of like keeping this a secret type deal, once it's not a secret anymore, this person's feelings may start to waver, because that might be what they're attracted to, right? But I would just say, like I said, be open, be honest, communicate what it is that you think you might need from them, and ask them to do the same. All right, Cancer, this is what I have for you guys. I hope that this was helpful or enlightening in some way. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will be with you next time.